Did you guys know that this is a pregnancy shirt? Look at what this says. It says, Player 3 has entered the game. I can't remember how I got this shirt. I don't know if a relative got it for me and had no idea it was a pregnancy shirt, or if I got it myself and didn't know, but, yeah. Apparently this is a pregnancy shirt, and I had no idea. One of my artists had to tell me. Got a good chuckle or two out of that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the commentary for Ask Mario Episode 8. After this commentary, I'm also going to be giving you guys an update on the channel and explain why there hasn't been a new episode in a little over a month. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting quite a while, and they're like, oh, when is it coming? Come on, what's taking so long? I will explain everything in just a little bit. But first, let's get to some commentary.
Coming to you live from the Mushroom Kingdom, it's Ask Mario!
Starting to think maybe I should change the background. I wonder if I'll commission one of my artists to, like, draw Peach's castle. You know?
I have a good feeling about this episode.
Because having this footage of the 100% completion reward from Mario Odyssey is kind of cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'll update this at some point. We'll see. What do you guys think? Should I keep it or should I change it to something different? I'm also thinking I might change the background for whenever questions show up. This image here of that's brown and just all the mushrooms and stars. I don't know. I feel like I might update that at some point.
Awful?
Well,
It's not awful, Mario, but it's definitely not the best.
but it's far from the best.
Nah, it's pretty bad, honestly. Almost as bad as Rosalina's.
Oh, whatever.
Did Rosalina's Final Smash get better in Smash Ultimate? I'd be very surprised if it didn't. It seems like they kind of improved everybody's Final Smashes for that game and kind of balanced them out even better. Then again, I'm not a Smash Bros. Expert, so I don't know.
What if you stuffed everyone in a castle and blew it up, like in Super Mario World?
All of these different Final Smashes I came up with on my own, and I think they're pretty decent, except for this one right here. Yeah, if you guys could come up with a Final Smash for Mario, what would you have him do? I mean, there's plenty he could do.
Drop the whole stage into lava with an axe? That feels a bit too morbid.
Look, Greedy, I don't want and I don't need another reminder of my workplace stress.
Oh, I've got it.
Kinda love that little feet thing that Bowser does, like, it's like, ah!
That'd be really awkward.
I've always thought that would be a great Final Smash for Mario, but yeah, it would only make sense if Paper Mario did it, though. If they do bring Paper Mario into Smash Bros. Someday, they'll very likely give him a moveset similar to his most recent game, like Origami King or Color Splash, and, you know, I'm not as big a fan of those games as I'm sure many of you know. But hopefully they also reference, like, the older games with his moveset, too, you know. I have a feeling they would try to please all the fans, as long as they're aware enough. I don't know, we'll see. I think Paper Mario will make it into Smash someday.
If that's how you say your name. Well, I'm good at a lot of things, like,
Also, I do love how watching Mario and Luigi argue over that Final Smash there. I love... I don't have them argue much on this show. I'm planning maybe to have them get into more arguments in the future because it's funny and because they're like brothers, you know? Seeing siblings argue can be funny. So yeah, I do like that moment. And
oh, right. We are not on camera, so you can't see me do it.
yeah, it's true. I mean, I haven't really explained this whole setting very well on the show because I've kind of just been winging it as I go. But yeah, technically they're not really on camera. They're aware that they're just drawings in a video editing software. Are there cameras filming us? I don't know. Just kind of whatever. Maybe I'll like kind of explain things a bit better in the future, but for now it's just kind of, you know, fill in the logic however you want to. They are standing in front of a green screen though. That's for sure. For those of you who don't know, a green screen is in filmmaking, you put up a big screen behind your actor, and then once you bring that video footage into the video editing software, you can replace that green screen with any background you want to. They do that in a lot of movies. So they're not actually in front of Peach's castle right now. That's just a green screen.
No, but I love The Last of Us. Zombie games aren't...
Pretty much these 3 games that they talk about here, these are 3 of my all-time favorite games. And I just figured, you know what? There are mushroom people in The Last of Us, so I think it'd be funny if Mario really liked The Last of Us for that reason.
Before you play the sequel, what about you, Bowz?
Viva Pinata is Junior's favorite game.
And I also love Viva Pinata. That's one of my all-time favorite games. It was made by the team at Rare that made Banjo-Kazooie, and yeah, I just love that world, the colors, the art style, and it can be a bit corny and like sappy at times, but honestly, I don't care. The gameplay is just so addictive. It's one of those games that you just sit down with and start playing, and then before you know it, 6 hours have passed, and you're just so engrossed in the world. So honestly, that's why like Mario and Luigi aren't judging Bowser for that moment. They like to, tease him and give him crap for things that he says, but for something like that, I didn't want to have Mario and Luigi be like,
"Oh, you play Viva Pinata? Oh."
It's like, because there's really nothing wrong with it. I only want Mario and Luigi, well, especially Mario, to tease Bowser when it feels justified. I don't want Mario to ever be cruel to Bowser, because that's Bowser's job to be cruel.
It's she, by the way. Really?
Anybody else think it's a little funny how, I think Ratchet and Clank came out the same year as Mario Sunshine, if I'm not mistaken. I think it came out in 2002. Or maybe 2001 or 2003. I can't remember, but it is funny how Banjo-Kazooie kind of started the whole having a character with a sidekick on their back, running around and jumping and platforming, and then Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter and Mario Sunshine all came out around the same time. I feel like Banjo-Kazooie kind of inspired it. I can't think of any other popular games from that time period that may have inspired all of them.
Storm your castle!
Too bad, Finders Keepers. Looks like we'll be getting Super Bowser Sunshine on Switch.
No, Flat is mine! Well, she never really belonged to you in the first place.
Looking at some of these older episodes, I mean, I guess technically this episode isn't too old, but just seeing the characters with their mouths not opening whenever they talk. Luckily, I just had Monica do a bunch of alts for Mario and Luigi and Bowser, so now whenever they talk, their mouths will be open. You'll never see them talk with their mouths closed again. I want to make sure every single character going forward doesn't do that anymore.
What the heck were they thinking?
Felicia Strom has a question for the bros. How would you guys feel if your places got switched? Like, Luigi would be in the spotlight and Mario would be the overshadowed brother. Bye, Felicia!
Do you think you could handle the responsibility? I don't know. The publicity...
Luigi sounds like a sheep sometimes. He's like,
Why does everybody think that you're overshadowed? You have tons of respect.
Bowser occasionally does have little moments of wisdom, and I feel like this is one of them. Like, Luigi may be a bit overshadowed by Mario, but honestly, he gets way more respect and adoration from his fans than he realizes. By the way, the Toads in Mario 64 DS, they roast him hard. I was talking with my artist about that recently. I was just looking, you can find, just do a Google image search, and you can find all of the mean things that the Toads say to him in the castle in that game. They're just freaking ruthless to him. It's really funny, don't get me wrong, but dang, man. They're really hard on him. Toad's a jerk, man.
To answer Felicia's question, I get the feeling it'd be just like any sitcom where two characters switch roles.
I will admit, putting this picture of Stan and Roger from American Dad here, it feels a little odd that I did that. Something tells me I should have either not put that in there or just chosen some characters from a different show. Because a lot of the people who watch Ask Mario are kids, as far as I can tell, so I don't know. That just feels a little odd. I guess it's not a huge deal, but yeah, it's a little weird.
Somebody's gotta do it, right? I kinda stumbled into it after I saved Mario that one time. I never thought it'd become what it is today. I may hate...
Anybody else looking forward to the new Ghostbusters movie? I think it looks decent. I didn't see the 2016 one because I heard it was kind of just eh.
That's the way to look at it, bro. A lot of characters haven't had a new game in forever. Who knows when Pete and Little Mac will have a new job outside of Smash Bros?
Who knows when another Kid Icarus Uprising game will be made? It sounds like Masahiro Sakurai isn't interested in that. That guy probably needs to retire soon because he's put like so much blood, sweat, and tears into Smash Brothers, and it's like, whew. I do love this expression, by the way, that Jason made for Slickframe. Just the stars in the eyes and the big grin. He did a really great job on that. I don't know how to say that. To everybody, do you feel that Mario respects Luigi even after he saved him from King Boo 3 times and from a shoe monster? Some people didn't get this reference, actually. 1 or 2 comments were like, wait, a shoe monster? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's from Bowser's Inside Story. I guess some of those people have never played that game.
I found something that disproves that! Feast your eyes! Nice move there, Kanye!
I am proud of that line. Nice move there, Kanye. That's a reference to Kanye West. About a decade ago, he came up when Taylor Swift was winning an award. He came up on a show and just totally like ruined the moment for her, and it was really uncool. So I thought that fit really, really well. The difference is Mario was not as mean about it, I'd say. But yeah, people seem to, like, apparently there was a game theory video talking about how Mario is a monster. Oh, wait, no, I've seen it. Talking about how Mario is secretly a monster. I don't take game theory videos too seriously, because it's just meant for fun. And yeah, these are all fictional characters. There's no need to actually take him seriously and think, oh, Mario's a monster, he's evil. But a lot of people, like, have really gotten defensive over it and how he apparently treated Luigi bad. And I felt like I'd rather, like, have them say that, have Mario say that, like, no, like, Mario didn't mean to treat Luigi bad. He was just trying to be funny and give him a hard time and didn't realize that it was a rude thing to do. And have Luigi just forgive him just like that, you know? Just like siblings do. At least, good siblings. Arts has a question for Bowser. I'm your biggest fan. Because I think we all do things that we're unaware of, and we all cause issues for other people without being aware of it. It just happens. It's part of being human. No need to get too bent out of shape about it.
I just know how awesome I am, and have a responsibility to share my awesomeness with the world. I'm doing everyone a favor.
Oh, one of my favorite lines from the entire series is coming up here soon. Though I do have a confession to make about it. You'll see. Sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way.
Overbearing pride.
Wait, that's what arrogance is? I mean, hey, shut up!
Narcissism. Excessive love or...
Oh, Tyler. I love your Bowser voice. I know I've said it a million times in these commentary videos, but yeah, he nails these lines.
Empathy and unconscious deficits in self-esteem.
I don't know what any of that means.
I hope you guys like the little phrases that the characters have on their phones. I don't know how many people actually have phone covers that have phrases like that. I haven't seen many phone covers like that before. I just figured I'd make my own. I can't even remember what kind of phones they each have. They all have the same iPhone. And I don't know. I'm not very phone savvy, so I'm not super aware of that. But I was thinking maybe every season, maybe the characters will have new quotes on their phones. Like Bowser, on his phone, it says, "It's a sin to have this much swag." Maybe next season it'll say something like, I don't know. You'll see. You'll see.
Luigi! There, I freaking...
That's not actually the first time he said Luigi on this show. Tyler said his name on accident in some earlier lines, and I just didn't bother to correct him.
Nicest thing you've ever done for him.
Go choke on a toilet seat, shorty.
Okay, that line there. I absolutely love that line. I love how well it's timed, but I gotta admit, I did take it from something else. There were 2 Flash animators I used to watch as a kid, you know, in the early 2000s. They were a brother duo named John and Richie. They made this series called Perfect Kirby. It's just Perfect Dark, but with Kirby, and he can talk, and he's incredibly violent and loves guns, and, you know, it's not kid-friendly, so, you know, if you're a kid and you want to watch it, just don't watch it when your parents are in the room. But yeah, they also made a Banjo-Kazooie Flash animation called Banjo 3E. Look it up. It's just type in Banjo 3E Flash animation. Maybe you'll find it. It's about Gruntilda teaming up with Klungo's long-lost brother and kidnapping Tootie again. And there's a part where Kazooie tells Tootie, Banjo's sister, to go choke on a toilet seat. And as I was coming up with trying to think of an insult for Bowser to give Mario at that point, that just came into my head. I was like, yeah, I didn't come up with it myself, but I just love it so much. So just confessing my sin here. I didn't come up with that on my own. There's maybe one or two other jokes in here that came from something else, but going forward, I really am going to try and just come up with my own jokes. I don't want to copy somebody else or come up with my own things. I don't think it's a huge deal that I did that, but, you know, I'd rather still be original. I mean, you gotta admit, it is a pretty good line, though. Go choke on a toilet seat, shorty.
Is being tall weird? Am I out of the loop on that?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 6'1" is tall, but it's not that tall. Not for humans, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'3", and I was never bullied like this girl.
I mean, Rosalina's...
It's true, I am 6'3", actually. I have on occasion, I do meet somebody who's taller than me, and when I do, it's like, whoa. Like, there was a girl I dated back in college. I met her brother, and he was like 6'6" or 6'8", and it was like, whoa. It's like looking up at Hagrid. And this part here, where Mario reveals that he's self-conscious about his height, I feel like I think that was a good idea, because I feel like it humanizes him a bit and shows that, like, generally when we see Mario, he's this very one-dimensional character. He's pretty much just a face for the company of Nintendo to be all positive and be like, yay, fun, you know, wahoo! So those rare moments where they can show that he does have a vulnerable side, I think that's definitely a benefit with fan works, because they're not limited by, whatever rules that Nintendo has with its main characters. They can, that's just what's nice about fan works, getting to bring depth to the characters and do more with them.
Do you always have to look on the bright side? It's hard for me to enjoy your pain when you keep doing that.
You should try it sometime, Mr. Grouchy Pants.
Well, I do love that emote there, how when Mario does this, you actually see his thumb going, like, into his nose, like it goes like, because his nose is so big.
If you want a chance to hear us answer any questions you have.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next... Wait a minute. Tech Boy?
Yes?
Did you say Peach was supposed to join us for this episode?
Boy, did I jump the gun on that. Seriously. I really thought that Peach and Daisy would be ready for episode 8 last year, but nope. I really underestimated how long it takes to draw characters, and the fact that the artists that I've been hiring, they have lives of their own, they have their own full-time jobs to do. Sorry to get everybody's hopes up so soon and to tease you for it, but, just keep teasing their appearance, but yeah, it really has been a long wait, and on the positive side, it's been a learning experience for me. I'm gonna make sure to not do that anymore, not say, yeah, for sure, this is going to happen, without knowing 100% sure that it will happen, which is why, going forward, I won't have any characters appear on the show until most, if not all, of their artwork is complete. So yeah, that's the commentary for episode 8, and now I think it's time to give you guys a channel update on what's been going on and why episode 13 has been taking so long. Okay, so I have a lot to fill you guys in on, so I actually had to write a lot of this down in a Word document, so I'm not going to be looking into the camera for a lot of this because I have to actually read it off of my laptop screen, so that's why I won't be looking into the camera the whole time, just so you know. I think what everybody wants to know is when is episode 13 coming out? Part of why it's been taking so long is because recently I actually finally got around to making a special side video, and it's actually not going to feature any of the Ask Mario characters, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser. It's going to feature Slickframe, with his emotes and his artwork. Yeah, it's not going to be Ask Mario related. I'm going to be having a guest star appear, and his artwork still isn't complete. It's probably going to be at least a few weeks, maybe a month until his artwork is done. The video itself is mostly done. I've done everything on my part. I'm just waiting for his artist to finish the artwork. So it's going to be a little while longer. I don't want to give away what the video is going to be about. It's actually not going to be Nintendo related. But, you know, I figured this is just a nice way for me to experiment and see what other kind of smaller videos I can make on the channel that have nothing to do with Ask Mario. You know, I feel like going forward I might want to make more small videos to fill in the gaps between the big videos, like the Ask Mario episodes. Yeah, Ask Mario is still going to be the highest priority with this channel, but yeah, you know, I hope you guys look forward to this upcoming side video. Next is, a couple weeks ago, it was on Sunday, I've been updating Donkey Kong's artwork for his grand appearance in episode 13, and the thing that's a pain with Donkey Kong is he has these asymmetrical shapes on him, and when I say asymmetrical shapes, I mean the letters on his tie, the letters D and K. And the problem with having characters on the show with letters on them means that I have to make copies of them. I have to make copies and then flip the letters, because when you do a horizontal flip on a character, it flips the letters too, and that doesn't look right. So I've been having to go in and manually like flip the letters back so that they're facing the right way. And I also have to do that with Luigi. It's really a pain. That frickin' L on his head, it's like, I don't want it to be like the box art for Mario Kart Double Dash. I want it to actually be facing the right way. And so every single emote of Luigi's, I call them emotes, by the way. You know, every single pose and facial expression they have, I call them emotes. Every single emote of Luigi's, I always have to go in and flip them. It's a little extra time consuming and annoying, but yeah, that's what I've been doing with Donkey Kong. And right as I was about to finish that, Monica, Nintendrawer, for those of you who don't know, she's my head artist on Ask Mario, for the few of you who don't know. She recently came to me and said that she wanted to ask somebody to help proofread and update the text in some of her older comics. She actually just finished a long-running comic of hers, and I even though I was about to get ready and start working on episode 13 of Ask Mario, I decided she's done a lot of work for my channel, so I figured I would take the time to do something really helpful for her and help take a lot of time out of her busy work schedule. So that ended up taking about 2 weeks to do. I went back to a bunch of her older comics and updated the text. Like, I added a new font, and I fixed any grammar and spelling errors, and it ended up taking a lot longer than I thought, but because it took so long, she's actually giving me a bunch of new artwork for free for this month. And what I said in the video was I want all the characters to have their mouths open whenever they talk. And yeah, she got all of that done for Mario and Luigi, and they just look great. They look wonderful. So yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to be a real help with the visuals on the show going forward. And yeah, she's actually going to give me those for free in addition to the comic updates that I just did, which means the upside to that is I have a little more money in my budget to pay my other artists. So assuming they have time to, I'll be able to pay them a little bit more to draw even more artwork for the characters that I have assigned to them. I currently have 7 total artists working on Ask Mario. Now, I don't want to tell you exactly which characters they're drawing because I want it to be a surprise. But yeah, I mean, this month, hopefully, some of them will be able to get more of their characters' artwork done. Hopefully, that means I'll be able to get them on the show sooner. All right, the last bit of news. So I actually have this entire week off of work. I have a full-time job at a warehouse, and sadly, it takes a lot of time out of my schedule that I could use to put into my YouTube channel. But sadly, you know, got to put bread on the table. But every August, I spend a week at this lakeside cabin with my dad's side of the family. It's a special just family reunion we do every August. And unfortunately, due to, you know, the coronavirus concerns with the new Delta variant that just started surging, and some of my relatives getting sick for other reasons, not COVID. None of my relatives have COVID, don't you worry. Unfortunately, that's canceled this year. So I'm going to be just staying home this whole week. It's really a bummer. Actually, before I add more onto that, fun fact, that cabin is actually the place where I wrote the very first script for Ask Mario. It was 2 years ago this month. I was at my family cabin, and I had my laptop there, and I was thinking about the Sonic Twitter takeover videos, and I thought, it'd be really fun if there was a version of this with Mario characters. Maybe I should do that. So that's where I wrote the very first script for the very first video. And there's no Wi-Fi at that cabin, so I ended up having to go to a trading post not too far away where there is Wi-Fi, and that's where I messaged Monica, Nintendrawer, and asked her about drawing artwork for the show. And I showed her the script and got her input on it and everything. And so yeah, it's cool that that cabin is kind of the birthplace of where Ask Mario. It's just the birthplace of Ask Mario. So it's kind of cool that it's about 2 years ago now that happened. And also, in 2 months, the very first episode will be 2 years old. I first released it on October 27th, 2019. Not the remastered one, the original one. The one where they're just standing completely still. So yeah, I'm not going to that cabin this year, which is a shame. I was looking forward to seeing my relatives and getting to go swim and all that. But the good news is I have this week off of work still, so this entire week, I have free time to work on episode 13 of Ask Mario. Which means after I'm done recording this and putting this on YouTube, I should probably get going on that, because you guys have been waiting a long time. Now, let's see, is there anything else to talk about? I think that's it. Yeah, thank you all for your patience. I really, really do appreciate your support, and I really wish I could get these episodes out quicker, but unfortunately, I do have a full-time job to do. And if it weren't for that job, I wouldn't be able to pay all my artists to draw all the amazing artwork on this show, and I wouldn't be able to pay Tyler to voice Bowser and do all the funny lines, and, just call it a necessary evil, if you will. It's one of the things with being a grown-up, Just is what it is. But hopefully I'll be able to get episode 13 out by the end of this month, and if not, hopefully the beginning of September. I can't make any promises. You never know what's going to come up, but yeah, that's the plan. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode 8 commentary video and this channel update. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to get to work and hopefully get some new videos sent to you guys soon. I think I'm going to change out of this pregnancy shirt right now. I definitely do not want to have kids right now. Definitely too soon for me. I mean, can you imagine if I had kids right now? A new episode of Ask Mario would take like 6 months to release because I'd be so busy changing diapers and all that. Oh, just going to change out of this shirt. Don't want to give anyone any wrong ideas. I'm not even seeing anybody right now. I don't have a girlfriend, so definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Just gonna take this off now. Come on. Bad pregnancy shirt. Meh.